Welcome to our channel Storm Rider. The 2025 Bajaj Qute is not your typical car, and that's exactly the point. It's a vehicle built for a very specific purpose: urban mobility in the most practical, cost-effective, and compact form possible. As cities become increasingly congested and fuel prices remain unpredictable, the Qute emerges as a smart solution for short-distance commuting, especially in countries like India and other developing nations where efficiency often trumps luxury. Let's start with the basic concept behind the Qute. This vehicle falls into a relatively new category known as a quadricycle. It's not quite a car, and it's definitely not a two-wheeler, it's something in between. The idea is to offer better protection and comfort than a motorcycle or auto rickshaw, while keeping costs and dimensions far below that of a traditional car. Bajaj Auto, a company with deep roots in the two- and three-wheeler segments, designed the Qute to bridge the gap between affordability and safety for the urban commuter or last-mile transporter. The Qute is incredibly compact. Measuring just 2.75 meters in length and 1.3 meters in width, it's smaller than the smallest hatchbacks on the market. This makes it perfect for navigating tight city streets, fitting into the tiniest parking spots, and squeezing through traffic jams that would frustrate even the most patient driver. The turning radius is just 3.5 meters, which makes U-turns in narrow alleys a breeze. Under the hood, or rather, under the rear seat, the 2025 Qute is powered by a tiny 216cc single-cylinder engine. This engine is air-cooled, fuel-injected, and comes in both petrol and CNG variants, depending on the market and usage preferences. While that might sound underwhelming by car standards, it's more than sufficient for the Qute's intended purpose. The engine produces around 13 horsepower and 18.2 Nm of torque in the petrol version, and slightly less in the CNG model. That power is transmitted to the rear wheels via a 5-speed sequential gearbox, just like a motorcycle. There's no clutch pedal here, you shift gears with a stick, but the action is simple and intuitive, especially for drivers transitioning from two-wheelers. Performance-wise, the Qute isn't going to win any races. Top speed is limited to around 70 km per hour, which may seem slow, but for intra-city use, that's perfectly adequate. Where the Qute really shines is in fuel efficiency. Bajaj claims the petrol variant delivers over 35 km per liter, while the CNG model offers an equivalent economy of over 43 km per kilogram. In a time when fuel efficiency is a key decision factor for buyers, those numbers are impressive. And with a tank capacity of 8 liters for petrol and around 35 liters of CNG storage, you're looking at a real-world range that's quite practical for daily city commutes. The Qute's design is all about function over form. It's boxy, upright, and intentionally minimalistic. There are no flashy curves or aggressive lines here, just a simple and honest design that emphasizes usability. The body is made from plastic panels mounted on a steel frame, helping to keep weight down to just under 500 kg. That low weight is crucial not just for fuel economy, but also for performance from such a small engine. Up front, you get basic halogen headlights, no fancy LEDs or DRLs. The wheels are tiny 12-inch steel rims, wrapped in narrow tires that reduce rolling resistance and further boost efficiency. Inside, the Qute is surprisingly spacious for its size. It can seat 4 adults, though comfort is subjective depending on passenger size and the duration of the journey. The dashboard is bare bones. You get a speedometer, fuel gauge, a basic media unit in some variants, and not much else. There's no air conditioning, no airbags, and no power steering. But again, it's important to remember who this vehicle is for. This is not meant to be a luxury commuter, it's designed to offer affordable transportation that's safer and more stable than a two-wheeler, and more comfortable than an auto rickshaw. Safety is a relative term in a vehicle like the Qute. While it doesn't offer the same level of crash protection as a conventional car, it does have a reinforced cabin structure, seatbelts for all occupants, and a roof, features that are sorely missing in motorcycles and three-wheelers. For its category, and given the speeds at which it operates, the Qute is reasonably safe. It's also environmentally friendly. With its compact engine, lightweight construction, and low emissions, the Qute meets stringent BS6 Phase 2 norms and is a step forward in reducing the carbon footprint of urban transportation. One of the biggest strengths of the Qute is its running cost. Maintenance is minimal, spare parts are cheap, And because it uses a small, proven engine from Bajaj's two-wheeler lineup, reliability is excellent. Whether it's used as a personal vehicle, a last-mile delivery van, or even a shared taxi in dense neighborhoods, the Qute keeps costs predictably low. That's a huge advantage for small business owners, daily wage workers, and anyone looking to minimize operational expenses. There are also practical touches that deserve a mention. The Qute has a rear-mounted engine, which frees up space in the front for luggage. The rear seats can be folded to increase cargo capacity, making it surprisingly versatile for small business use. With the CNG model, you get extremely low per-kilometer running costs, making it ideal for fleets and commercial use. And thanks to its ultra-compact footprint, even cities with heavy parking issues can accommodate more of these vehicles per block compared to conventional cars. Of course, the Qute isn't without its limitations. The lack of air conditioning makes it tough to use in peak summer, especially in places like India. The basic suspension and narrow tires mean you'll feel every bump on poorly maintained roads. And despite being enclosed, the insulation isn't great. Road and engine noise easily filter into the cabin. But again, the context matters. At this price point and fuel economy level, compromises are expected. So, who is the 2025 Bajaj Qute for? It's not for everyone. If you're looking for luxury, high-speed highway cruising, or feature-rich interiors, the Qute will disappoint. But if your priority is low cost, practical, and efficient transportation within the city, then the Qute is hard to beat. It's a tool, not a toy, a workhorse for daily life, built with economy and simplicity at its core. Whether used for personal commuting, commercial deliveries, or ride-sharing applications, the Qute continues to redefine what urban mobility can look like. In a world shifting toward more sustainable and efficient forms of transportation, the 2025 Bajaj Qute represents a step in the right direction, not with high technology, but with low-cost ingenuity. It may not be glamorous, but it's clever, and sometimes, that's exactly what the world needs.